Jurassic World Evolution 2 with Spike the Butcher. Recently I've been playing about with landscaping. I've never done much landscaping before, so I thought I'd spend a few days, in fact I think it was about 4 or 5 days I was mucking about with it. So I'm going to build a couple of paddocks today, a large paddock followed by a small paddock with a bit of landscaping, and then we'll see how it goes. And if it turns out alright, then I may try and do something big. So for now, for this large paddock, I'm going to make a nice little island in the water, and I'm going to try and bank it up round the back. Any games like this, I've never really ventured into the landscaping kind of part of it. But after mucking about for about 4 or 5 days, it's actually really good and it just looks amazing. I think it just adds to the paddocks as well. So we're going to raise this up both sides. This enclosure is going to be for herbivores. I've been doing a lot with herbivores recently. It's just you can have more animals in the same enclosures. We're going to add a rock face. And then eventually we'll grade it in with sand. As I said, I spent about 4 days. I just went into an open sandbox with no buildings, and I was just making hills and cliffs, just mucking about with it really. What looks good, what doesn't look good. Each map you use, you end up normally with slightly different colours of rocks and sand, dirt. We've done the cliff faces and the sand. So we're going to start filling it in with some trees. Bit of forest right in the middle. Good. I've actually finally brought the DLC updates and the feathered dinosaur pack as well for the main game, which I've been playing recently, and unlocked a lot more dinosaurs and some more maps and some new buildings, some technology, so I'll showcase that at some point as well. I'm going to fill in some blanks here with some trees, some shrubs. And you never want too much. Put some viewing galleries in. I always put too much in. I always put too many trees in, but you can always take it out. So, need some ground leaf. It doesn't look big, but when I show you the small paddock in a minute. You'll see the difference. I always like putting a bit of forest floor, like ground leaf, just on the edge of the rock faces. It just gives that nice little effect of mossy kind of rock. It's nice. A little tour in. It's a good sized paddock for a number of dinosaurs to have in here. Have a tour going right past the water. Get a good sight of most of them. A few viewing galleries from inside the enclosure. Just link this up to the road. I think we're almost done. Yeah. So that was only with a little bit of landscaping. It changes it straight away. The view from the first gallery. View from the second gallery. As I said, I got the new DLC update and I've already done a few of the campaigns, and I've unlocked something I'm looking forward to using in the sandbox, which is invisible fences. I think it's going to look really neat because you can build you'll be able to build a big wildlife park, and you won't have the interference of having to look at the fences. So I'm looking forward to doing that. That should be very interesting to use and play about with. That's the view from inside the paddock. We have a little ride around.
At all times.
But something like this, even the landscaping, it doesn't actually take that long. You can build a nice paddock with a bit of landscaping, probably within about an hour, if you're looking on details and getting all the rock faces and stuff done. You can do more. As I said, I was mucking about for 4 days just with an empty sandbox, raising land, lowering it, flattening it, smoothing it out. You can do quite a lot.
And allowing them to communicate across great distances.
The tall tower on the left there, I've never really used many of them, but they're the tall lookout towers, galleries. You can look further in. These look neat.
The most dominant dinosaur in a group is recognized as the leader. However, not all changes in leadership are the result of conflict. Some of the more social dinosaur species achieve the dominant status through
Yeah, we'll start building another little paddock in a minute. Be two completely different sizes. We'll build a smaller one with a slightly different take on using landscaping.
Each dinosaur group you see in the park has a socially accepted leader. For some species, this leader is recognized as the group's alpha, but it may find itself being challenged regularly.
I've unlocked, I've got the feathered dinosaur update as well, so I'll probably showcase the feathered dinosaurs at some point. As you see, just that little bit of landscaping on the side of the water just changes the whole aspect of it.
Take a closer look at this
Just looks so much better.
We'll notice that it is covered with a fascinating array of decorative features.
And the added rocks, of course, just makes it a bit more natural. So there's the large paddock for today. Just gives you an idea of what you can do as well. So we'll start on the little paddock, which will just be where we are now. Start with some fencing. As I said, I can't wait to use the invisible fences for some of these videos. It's going to look really good. As you see the size difference, we'll only have 2 species in this little enclosure. But yeah, I thought on this one we instead of going up, we'll go down. So I'm going to lower the ground. Be almost like a canyon, like a big bowl in a way. Still getting used to the bits of landscaping. I need to play about with it a bit more. Can yeah, I was building mountains with canyons and stuff in it. You can make some really cool stuff. The only thing I wish you could do, and I think it would change the way myself or other people would build paddocks, is if you could have waterfalls. You can have water on different levels, but you can't connect it, and it's quite a shame really, because it would just be amazing. It'd look really good. So maybe if they ever do a Jurassic World Evolution 3, that's maybe something they can add in. water a little bit. I found that's a good way, instead of just lowering all the ground, if you can get one bit lowered and then you put the water down, it just lowers all the ground around it, and then you can work off that. Alright, so we're going to want some rock faces, but not on the slants, because there's going to be the grass. You're going to want it on the more less slopey ground. We want the same type of rock being on the same kind of map. If you have different type of rock faces, it's just a bit. It takes all the way around to the edge. Not too much. You're still going to want it making looking like it's coming through the earth. The grass has been chipped away, and you can see the stone underneath. Obviously, as I said before in my previous videos, if you hold the X button or the A button, whatever console or PC you're using, it does an area straight away, but if you tap it, it doesn't do that whole circle straight away. You can just gently tap it, and it does little bits by little bits. I try and do that mostly with like ground leaf or ground nut or the food normally you put down, like the grass and stuff. These are pretty cool. These are zip lines. I think I've shown you some of these before. Here, just go around the edge, just tapping it, so you don't put too much down, just enough. So on the stone, just gently tap it, and you get that nice little mossy effect. Got a nice little ledge there. That's cool. Some tall fruit, maybe. A bit more. It's definitely going to change the way I build parks now. Using landscaping, it's opened up so much more variety of parks you can make, space that you can use. That's the only thing you wish you could do, is make waterfalls. It'd be really good. Now it looks like I'm going over everything I've just done. Like if you put some ground leaf down and you're going to put like those trees over the top, if you only just tap it gently, you kind of get a little bit of mixture of both. So if you're having like 2 or 3 different types of dinosaurs, or like different types of ground leaf or ground fibre or tool nut or tool leaf, you can kind of get it all mixed up in one kind of area. Another viewing gallery from inside Paddock. I do like them, they are pretty cool. I prefer them than the round ones. The round ones don't get a proper view. Yeah, yeah, I end up spending hours making paddocks or just mucking about, really trying to make something look really nice. Anyone can make a paddock with trees and grass and a few dinosaurs, but you want to make it look good. But now I've learned how to do the landscaping, I can make some really cool stuff. We're almost done. We are. So we've got the high, a little bit high in the other one, and then low terrain on this one. There's a view from the first gallery. View from the second gallery. View from the gallery inside Paddock. The rock faces just look really good. You can, I believe you can go lower. The ride on the zip line. That's another thing, the zip lines don't go as far as you would want sometimes. There's a length on them. Yeah, thank you for watching. I hope it gives you a few ideas of what you can do, and once again, please like and subscribe, and if you do have any ideas on what you'd want to see or you'd like me to show, please send me a message or leave a comment down below. I think these two have come out quite nicely. And I'm sure I'll be playing about with some more landscaping. This looks good. View from the gallery.
With a rotund, heavily armored body and a lethal tail club, this hardy ornithischian is well equipped to fend off any threat. A strong sense of smell also allows it to quickly detect the presence of predators.
Yeah, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. I am actually working on something with a big piece of landscaping. Hopefully that'll be up in the next few days. Thank you for watching.